What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, today we're back in Neofly for the next episode of our Microsoft Flight Simulator career. Things are looking a little bit different. Had to do a computer restart to try to fix that stuttering, and that did reset our Neofly. So we are starting up from scratch, still based at Craig in the 152. So let's hop right into it. Today we're going to be doing a 2-airport flight, which should be a lot of fun. Going to be between Cecil and St. Augustine. We're going to have one passenger dropped off at Cecil and then some cargo dropped off at St. Augustine. So should be a pretty good flight. We're going to go ahead and load up our cargo into the plane. That leaves us with 115 pounds left over. And we're going to drop our fuel by about, I don't know if we drop it to there. That should be okay. 125. I think it might be one off. Where to go? Yeah, I'm literally a pound off, so we're gonna drop this one more. 29. Take as much fuel as we can. 126. Back to here, and we will load. Oh, I meant do I need one more? See what's going on here. So 88. Does that do it? Enough remaining cargo capacity. What are you talking about? There we go. Just had to click off of it. Alright, we'll add that one as well. So if we go to our flight right now, nope, that one. We can see we have 2 stops over to Cecil and then over to St. Augustine. 1 passenger drop off, cargo drop off. Should be pretty straightforward. So let's get into the sim at Craig and get on out of here. Right, and as you can hear, we're being loaded up with our passenger and cargo on the ground here at Craig. Don't need the GSX menu at all. Beautiful 152. Should be a pretty straightforward flight. We'll wait for us to be all loaded up. We check our sim here. Let's see.
You are clear to start your engine.
Alright, we might have to adjust some stuff here. So, up in this left corner, or I'm sorry, top right corner, we can see we're missing 160 pounds. So, we need to go in and set that ourselves. So we will go, nope, not in there. Up here, and to weight and balance, which is there. And we need 160 pounds. If we go, fuel should be set there. We need 160, missing 20 pounds. Oh, right there should be it. Yep. So unfortunately, it doesn't give you the option to set cargo weight, but we made it work still. So we're still about 10 pounds under our max takeoff weight, so we're good there. So make sure everything's in the green there, looking good. Let's go ahead and start the engine. So master is coming on. We'll go ahead and we'll get the dome light on, just gives us a little bit of light in here. Beacon's coming on, nav lights are coming on. Everything else is looking good. Mixture is full rich. Power, or I'm sorry, fuel down here is set. Hop on the brakes. And we will go ahead and start this thing up. Look around, make sure that we are all good. Clear prop. There we go. Good engine start.
Contact the tower for clearance.
It's past the tower is closing time, so we don't have to worry about that. Next time we're in, we will probably be using VATSIM, see if there's anyone online. So we will go ahead, we will turn the landing lights, or I'm sorry, the taxi lights on, and taxi over. Alright, we are holding short of the runway here. Don't know why it says 2, 3, and 5. Unless I am holding short. No. Not sure exactly what's going on there, but regardless, we'll go ahead and do our run up. Run this up to 1700 RPM. Too much. stabilizer right up there. Let's go ahead and check our left mag, good drop, back to both. Right mag, drop, back to both. We're gonna go carb heat on, light drop there, back in, throttle to idle, make sure it doesn't quit on us. Back to about 1,000 RPM. Beautiful. Landing light's coming on, strobe light is coming on. We are good to get out of here. It's going to be a left 45 from runway heading. So we are good to go. Check final, check down there. Good to go. Hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. Definitely a lot of progress to go on it, so should be making a good amount of money today. There we go. Line up with the runway here. 3-2 is confirmed. Run slowly apply to full throttle. Looking for about 60 knots for rotation. That center line there. There's 60. Ease back. Gear up. Kidding.
Pilot, have a nice flight.
Let's get some trim in there to help us out a little bit with this climb out. We're gonna shoot for about 70 climb out. There, 500 feet will make our left turn. Plane does not like the climb. Look at that. Goes down a little bit of turbulence. This thing, oof. She's fighting. Goes down a little bit. Too slow here. I don't know what I'm even climbing on this thing. That long you can get to 500 feet. Holy. Start a slight left-hand turn, kind of to the west. That climb coming a little bit. You'll be downtown off in the distance there, a little bit of turbulence. Crazy with the climb there. Yep, good to go. We're at about 1,000 feet, so we'll go ahead and carry on over. Raise that nose up a little bit. Oh, don't want that in there. So if we peek our head up over here, we have NAS Jackson right there. Cecil is just visible off in the distance here. If we check the winds. Right now it's variable at 5 knots, so we'll just shoot for a runway 18 left. Yeah, we'll go for the visual 18 left. But for now, we can go landing light off and make our way over there. I will catch back up with you once we get closer to the fields. Just going to interrupt our kind of step flight so far, just to show a little bit of downtown Jacksonville off. Just over the downtown area, highest obstacle is about 1,000 feet. Going to be right at 2 when I'm right by it. Do feel good there. So let's go back a little bit just so we can make sure we're 1,000 feet above. Got Beach, Everbank Stadium right there. See that tower here in just a second. It sticks up about 1,000 feet. Both baseball diamonds. St. John's River running through. That tower is actually going to be... if we can see it from here. Real world is about right here. Can't really see it all that well. The arena right there. Yeah, that tower just doesn't really show unless it's pretty much underneath us. No, it doesn't really show it all that well. We got skyscrapers and stuff. I mean, in Jacksonville terms. Old Jacksonville Old Landing is right there. That is no longer there. Demolished and now a city park. And from here, we can see NAS Jacks over there. Directly at our 11 o'clock or so, we have Furlong, which is kind of right in here. A small Navy field out there, and then we can see Cecil out in the distance over there. And if we look to our right, we can see off that way is Jacksonville International. I'm sorry, right there. That's going to be Bernardino out over there. We're just cruising right along. 2,200 feet or so. I'll catch up back with you once we get a little bit closer. Alright, welcome back. We are setting up just to start descent momentarily. You can see Furlong, the little uncontrolled airport, is right there. And then Cecil is just past that right there. So normally we would be talking to NAS Jacks right about here. Don't really have to worry about it right now. The NAS Jacks also controls the airspace surrounding this airport as well. So. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to set up to start our descent here momentarily. Still a little bit out for a 152. Let's go ahead and pull that power back just a little bit. We'll go about 2,100 RPM or so. Should set us up for just kind of a gentle descent. Pick that nose up just a little bit. Slowly start bringing us down. A little bit of turbulence there. Ooh. Decent amount of turbulence there. We're passing over these two major roads right here. So as we pass over it, we'll get a little bit of bump. Nothing crazy though. Today we're going to be landing 18 left. I'm sorry, 18 right is what we're going to be shooting for. Just a smaller runway. Yeah, a little bit closer to the terminal. We don't need the full, what is it, 12,000 feet. We can take 8,000 feet. I think we'll be okay. We're just slowly descending now. Field is clearly in sight, so we're good there. You can actually go ahead start slowing this down just a little bit more. We'll shoot for about 2,000 RPM right here. We can look and see where that threshold starts even with the longer runway, depending on the right side. Start cheating in a little bit that way. Still about 1,600 feet, so we got altitude to lose here. Pitch that nose up a little bit. Alright, so we're going to be setting up for our final descent here. Longer runway right there. Next to it, not really lit up, but go ahead and turn landing light on. A little late for that, but definitely want it on a little bit earlier for the next time. I believe we can see the other runway now. Start slowly banking in. Still about 1,200 feet, but where's the papillite? We're just about on glide slope. I guess that is for the parallel, but it should be about the same. Let's go ahead and right about here, I'm comfortable with going flaps 10. We will bring those out. Down to fight some of that lift there that's created. That runway isn't lit up, so it's fine. I'm not worried about it. But add a little bit of throttle in. Just power through. Not quite to the point where we'd have to worry about carb heat. Somewhat see the runway here. Let's slowly start this turn onto final. Go off the glide slope for the parallel here, so back some of that power off, slow down. Go flaps 20, push down to fight that nose. A little bit of stutter there, nothing crazy, let's live with that. And right about 70 knots here, get that trimmed down a little bit. Bit of power. Left center line here, so let's kind of work our way over there. Have to keep that nose going down just a little bit here. We're about 70 knots is what we want to stick with right here. Slightly high. According to that other the other light, be looking about good for these. Get that nose power back just a little bit. Should be shooting for right about 60 here. bit. Right there is where we want to be. A little bit of power. Up just that bit. Bring some of that power out. We'll pull them back. 65 knots. Looking decent. But we're not gonna abort here. Runway threshold's coming up. We can pretty much go power to idle. Just want to kind of step her down nice and easy on here. Little left center line, but we should be okay. Flare it too early. Right about there. Flare, 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 flare. Right there.
Nice landing, pilot.
Hell of a lot better than last time, I'll tell you that.
Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to
Exit
parking.
left here. Just missed that, but we won't talk about that. Much nicer landing there. Stop right here, clean up the airplane. Go flaps up. Taxi light coming on, landing light can come off. And we will just go ahead and taxi straight in. We'll get our passenger out of here. Taxi straight ahead on, I believe this is Alpha 2. Ready. Oh, where's he bringing me to? Right here, it looks like. It's fine by me. Too early. There. Beautiful. Maybe he wants me a little closer. There we go. Beautiful. Parking brake is set. Should have turned my taxi lights off so I'm not blinding them, but whatever. We can go ahead and pull the mixture out.
Okay, pilot. The guests are leaving the aircraft now.
Beautiful. We're gonna disload the guest and I'll be right back with you.
Okay, pilot. That's everything stowed securely. We're ready for taxi.
Alright, so you heard her. Everyone is off, so let's go ahead and restart this plane on the brakes. And we're going to start her right up. Beautiful.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
And we are going to get on out of here, so we will go. I'm not even going to worry about him pushing me back or anything. It's a 152. Our brake can come off. Get on out of here. Sorry. Sorry. You with the taxi light on now that I'm not blinding him. See, I'm more worried about the light blinding him than I am a propeller striking him in the face. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and I'll catch right back up with you when we're at the end of the runway. Alright, we are now holding short of the runway, so we're going to go ahead and Not gonna worry about another run up necessarily right now. Landing light is on. I'm gonna leave both on for now on because that landing light is not bright enough for me. Verify final is clear. I forgot to turn strobes off. No. I was blinding him anyways. Whoops. We're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. 8,000 feet of runway, so nothing special we gotta do here. We'll fly runway heading to the end of the other runway and then turn left on course. We're gonna line up here. 18 right is verified. Slowly progress full power. We're on to St. Augustine. It's 50, 60, 8. We are flying.
Okay, pilot, steady away. See you again soon.
Oh, I will. Alright. We're gonna fly runway heading just for about a little bit longer. This plane seems to do a little bit better when you're climbing at about 80 knots because we're actually flying now instead of like a lawnmower in the sky like as we were before. Make sure we're stay over our respective runway. 100 feet is right there. And there's where's the end of the runway? Right here. We are here, so we're gonna start a gentle left turn and head on over to St. Augustine. And turn our dome light off, keep that light on. What I should have been doing in the first place. We'll shoot for a 150 heading, roughly. Yeah. Keep that climb coming here. Let's see, where are we at here? We don't want to climb too high just because of these clouds and whatnot over here. If we can see St. Augustine. No, we'll stick on about a 150, 140 heading, just for a little bit. And I'll be right back with you as we get nearer to the field. And we have the airport in sight over at St. Augustine. Wind is calm, so we're gonna shoot for runway 13 for arrival. Nothing too crazy there. Crazy how far you can see on a clear night. We're still, let's see how far is it. At 32 miles, and we're right about, we're still probably 20 miles out or so. So it's, you know, not too shabby. about 100 knots or so, so we're making decent timing over there. It says total flight time from Cecil to St. Augustine is about 15 minutes. We can do full flight time is about 28 minutes total, so not too bad. A little bit of power in there. If you don't want to overdo it, normally I would cruise a little bit lower RPM, but we will be okay. Alrighty, welcome back. We are setting ourselves up on final runway 13. Just gonna ease ourselves into here. We're pretty far out. We're business site, looking good on altitude and whatnot. We're gonna go ahead and start holding that throttle back a little bit, about 2200 RPM is what we're gonna shoot for. So just a little bit, let that speed and altitude die down just a bit. It is reported as calm right now. Down to about 1,000 feet, reassess from there. We're going to a little bit left. Work our way back right to the lineup. Looking pretty good so far. Right about where I want to be. Right about 1,500 feet right here. Go ahead and get our lights turned on. Feet still coming in. Look like we want to slow down just enough where I get some flaps in there. We can do that by just lightly raising that nose a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Right about there, down just a few ticks. 1,200 feet coming in, 80 knots. This works for now. Still a little bit left. One of these, we'll work our way over. Level up at 1,000 feet here in just a second. Just momentarily. A little bit of power in there. Could almost keep that altitude just momentarily. Don't really want to accelerate, we just want to kind of stay right where we are. Don't climb. Just flying straight and level right now. So it's just a little bit more left. Until we can see that white dot come up. Speed's picking up just a little bit. You can go ahead and pick that nose up just a tad bit. Right about there. So now we can start a gentle descent, hold some of that power back, RP can come on, should drop some RPM there. Just put a gentle descent down. Don't go too crazy with it at all. Get back on the center line kind of. Don't be too high, but keep that going. Power out just a little bit more, should help with that. We're going to descend, a little turbulent right here. We're about 70 knots, slowing down. That nose up just a little bit. Out just slightly. Good here, a little quick to be worried about though. There, that little bit of power dropping pretty fast here. 70 knots. Fighter coming in. Just a little bit there. Pull the power out. Glide slope here. Good. Start bringing some more power out. Get that nose up ever so slightly. Nose up just a little bit. Power's coming down. 20 knots, should be slowing here. Zone should come into sight momentarily from the almost idle. Power is idle over the threshold. Right on center line, make sure we don't drift. We're going to
nice landing, pilot. Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Alright, keep that roll coming just a little bit. We'll do what they have us do, real world, and exit onto 20. I just missed 2-0. Oh, I did. Whoops. Airport's terrible, dude. No lights or anything for the exit taxiways. What in the world is that? Dude, these airports suck. Like, what is this signage? Jesus. Absolutely terrible. Look, 1331. I think I can right there. Still, that's just terrible. Go ahead and we'll have them come out. Heartbeat can go in. Yeah, I gotta look into that because it's just sad, really. We'll take this all the way down to the end. Do you know of a good mod that will like redo airport layouts to properly show taxiways and whatnot? Because yeah, I couldn't see anything. Idle here. We're coming up to the end. The signs are loading in so late. It's like you can't even care for it, you know. Can I keep going? Yeah, I think I can keep going here. Mess, holy cow. Apologies, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna look at some mods that might redo that. I know X-Plane used to have one. We'll see if Microsoft has one. Weird. Yeah, alright, there we go. Whoop. Sorry about that. Exit clear here. On the brakes. Because we're on the runway, we can go ahead and turn our strobes off. Plane light can come off as well. Go ahead and add a little bit of power. Let's see. Go here. Here's our marshaller at. I don't see him. Alright. No organization. Let's go ahead. Taxi light can come off. Parking brake can come on. Go ahead and pull that mixture out here.
Transporter. Cargo unloading in progress.
And they will
Stand
unload
by,
our
pilot.
cargo. Beautiful. Awesome. Well, both flights finished up. Not too shabby. Go ahead and that stuff off.
Transporter from dispatch. Cargo unloaded and checked. It is always a pleasure to work with you.
Oh, it is such a pleasure. Beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and we'll turn our beacon off.
Everything is on board.
Awesome. There we go. So we check our Neofly. $9,123. I don't have to reset my computer because the lag wasn't there. I mean, we maybe had a little bit, but nothing crazy. We check our logs here. Man, those landings, I mean, they were pretty solid. So, awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode, hopefully can pick up from right here. So, yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.